Morning everyone! Welcome to our Forex Trading channel. I am Jenny from Everyday News 365. Join us for tips, strategies, and insights on the world's largest financial market. So let's talk about the 4 biggest mistakes traders make when using stop losses. Okay, first we have placing stops too tight. Second, using position size like X number of pips as a basis for stops. Placing stops too far or too wide, and placing stops exactly on support or resistance levels. We always stress using proper risk management, but when used incorrectly, it could lead to more losses than wins. Okay, first is placing stops too tight. For example, let's say you went long pound against the Japanese yen at 145.00 with a stop at 144.90. Even if you were right in predicting that the price would bounce from that area, it's a possibility that the price will still dip 10 to 15 pips lower than your entry price before popping higher, probably until 147. But guess what? You weren't able to rake in a 200 pip profit because you got stopped out in a jiffy. You don't forget, give your trade enough breathing room and take volatility into account. In placing ultra-tight stops on trades, there won't be enough breathing room for the price to fluctuate before they ultimately heading your way. Always remember to account for the pair's volatility, and that's the fact that it's to dilly-dally around your entry point for a bit before continuing in a particular direction. Second, using position size like X number or pips or X amount instead of technical analysis to determine stops is a bad idea. Since we're trading the market, it would make much more sense to set stop loss depending on how the market moves. After all, you pick your entry point and targets based on a technical analysis, so you should do the same for your stop loss. We're not saying that you should forget about position size completely. What we're recommending is that you should decide whether to place your stops first before calculating your position size. Some traders make the mistake of setting stops way too far, crossing their fingers that price action will head their way sooner or later. Well, what's the point of setting stops then? What's the point of holding on to a trade that keeps losing and losing when you can use that money to enter a more profitable trade? Setting stops too far increases the amount of pips your trade needs to move in your favor to make the trade worth the risk. The general rule of thumb is to place the stops closer to entry than profit targets. Of course, you'd want to go for less risk and a bigger reward, right? With a good reward to risk ratio, say 2:1, you'd be more likely to end up with profits if you're right on the money with your trades at least 50% of the time. Setting stops too tight? Bad. Setting stops too far? Bad. Where exactly is a good stop place then? Well, not exactly on support or resistance level. We can tell you that. How come? Didn't we just say that technical analysis is the way to go when determining stops? Sure, it's helpful to know nearby support and resistance level when deciding where to place stops. If you're going long, you can just look for a nearby support level below your entry and set your stops in that area. If you're going short, you can find out where the next resistance level above your entry is and put your stop around there. But why isn't it a good idea to put it right smack on the support or resistance level? The reason is that the price could still have a chance to turn and head your direction upon reaching that level. If you place your stop a few pips beyond that area, then you'd be more or less sure that the support or resistance is already broken And you can then acknowledge that your trade idea was wrong. So if you like this video and you think it helps you, please like this video. And if you still want to know other details about Forex, please subscribe on our YouTube channel or click the notification bell.